violence or no other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
And a shooting in the Rouses parking lot on Barone Street in the CBD left one man dead. Police say they don't think he was the intended victim. It happened a little after 4 this afternoon.
And guys, this is crazy. You have a brother who was deleted by these reckless shooting randomly at each other super gremlins on demon time. The brother wasn't even the intended target, and he's caught in the crossfire. It's ridiculous, man.
We are still early in this investigation. We're reviewing footage, and we don't have anything to release right now, but as soon as we can, the homicide unit will be releasing any information that they have to help them with the investigation.
All we know so far is the victim is 43 years old. Anyone with information about either of the homicides we're reporting tonight should call Crime Stoppers at 822-1111.
With breaking news at 5 o'clock right now, out of the Central Business District.
Yeah, there's currently no active police seen outside the Rouses on Barone, where NOPD says a man was killed. That's where we find WDSU's Courtney Williams with what we know so far. Courtney.
Gina Dowry, let me tell you, I'm currently here at the corner of Rouses on O'Keefe and Girard, and police tell me at least one male sustained a gunshot wound and was pronounced dead on the scene. Now, I did get the opportunity to speak with someone who was here when it happened, and he tells me he heard about 6 gunshots. Now, I want you all to go ahead and take a look at the scene here. A few minutes ago, Mayor Montrell did come and assess the situation to see what was going on. Earlier, when we first got here, I did see shell casings on the ground, and it appears to me that at least one male was shot dead in his car right out.
Man, I mean, guys, you can't win for losing. In New Orleans, it is wicked out there. #1 murder capital per capita. It's hard to really even give a take on this because it's just happening so often, and you know YouTube doesn't like when this content is being shared and people are being made aware of what's actually happening in the community. So I can't really say much on my channel, but I mean, we are out of control, man. This just goes to show that we are completely out of order.
Outside the Rouses. Now, when I spoke to the resident who was here when he witnessed everything happen, he tells me he heard a lot of gunshots, and he immediately ran for cover because he was afraid for his life. I also spoke to another woman who was here with her child, and she says they were just coming to grocery shop and she had no idea what was going on. Now, this is still a very active scene, and we're going to keep you all updated as more details become available to us. We may see a presser here in a few minutes, and we'll keep you updated both on air and online, so stay with us. For now, reporting in New Orleans, Courtney Williams, WDS News.
Outside of a grocery store kills a man in the CBD. David Jones has more on the shooting that horrified shoppers. David.
That's right. Just 2 days before Christmas, Rouses shoppers witnessed a terrible scene as a gunman opened fire on a 43-year-old man, killing him while he sat in the car in the parking lot of the grocery store.
And when you're in these cars and when you're in your car at the grocery store, head needs to be on the swivel. Obviously, you ain't gonna dodge no bullet. But once you see a swarm of super gremlins coming up, you need to get your head on the swivel. You need to understand what's going on, and you need to have your own firearm to protect yourself. Now, I'm not saying him having a firearm could have prevented this, but man, it's just these things happen so fast. There's no way to avoid them. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a surprise for me like it should be, but you know, it just makes you more and more afraid to go out in public to do your daily activities.
Christmas shoppers unsettled after a gunman opened fire in a busy Rouses parking lot, killing one adult man. Jonathan Bodewin left the store just minutes before it happened.
Thankfully, I had missed it, but I feel bad for the others who were unfortunate enough to witness the whole incident.
Just after 4 p.m. Thursday, the shooter opened fire on the man outside the O'Keefe Street entrance to the store. The victim was sitting in this gray Volkswagen sedan when he was shot multiple times.
Dang.
When paramedics arrived on scene, the man was pronounced dead.
It's happening so much.
Upon making entry into the supermarket, they realized there was no victims there, but they were directed to the parking lot of the store, where they found one individual that was shot, and he expired on scene.
New Orleans police did not identify the victim, but police did say investigators are in the process of reviewing surveillance video of the killing.
It appears that he was not the main target of this, so we'll let you know what we can as soon as we can.
Mayor Montrell was on scene minutes after it happened, having...
So, I mean, she's showing up. She's come under a lot of pressure recently when it comes to the spending, okay, and the overexertion of power that she is exemplifying during her tenure as mayor. But I mean, at least she's showing up. I don't really know what to say for that. I mean, if it means anything at this point, but she's pulling up.
Just finished a press conference close by, and the store was crowded at the time. Lots of people out doing their last-minute Christmas shopping.
Thank God it wasn't me and my friend. I mean, I'm glad we're safe. I hope all the others were safe, but I do feel for the guy's family.
NOPD is asking anyone with information about this afternoon's shooting to reach out to detectives, or you can remain anonymous by calling Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe, hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all tell me what they say.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
over your
more
store.
do you want from me?
From Fox 8, this is breaking news.
We are following breaking news in the CBD.
A man has been shot and killed in the parking lot of the Rouses on Barone Street. David Jones is live at the scene with more.
Hey, we just arrived here minutes ago. This is the Rouses on Barone and Girard Street in the CBD. Let me step out of the way and give you a live look at what we're seeing now. Plenty of NOPD presence out here as they investigate this scene. Now, we know one man has been killed. The initial call was made just after 4 o'clock this afternoon. And I don't know if you can see, but that sedan, that gray sedan, you can see they have the tarps up, and we do believe that the man was in that car, either coming out of the car or going back into the vehicle when he was shot and killed. Mayor Montrell just left the scene. She was doing a press conference at Rosenwald when this call came in, and then after that press conference, we followed her.
And isn't it crazy that she's literally doing a press conference, most likely addressing the crime, and then right around the corner, there's a shooting. You can't make this stuff up, guys. There's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for this type of behavior. We need people to be held accountable. We need more pressure coming from within, from people in the community, to speak up, speak out, and make sure that people are being held accountable.
Down here, and she has been on scene. We did see her talking with some investigators out here as they continue to work this scene. We do believe the body is still on scene. However, again, they do have those tarps up there covering it. So this is a very active scene out here at the Rouses, again on Barone Street in the CBD. Initial reports showed that a man sustained at least one gunshot wound to his body, and EMS declared him dead on scene. So we are going to continue to work this, and as we learn more information, we'll bring it to you live on air. For now, we're live in the CBD. David Jones, Fox 8, Local First.
So guys, we actually have identified the brother who was deleted at that Rouses, and it is none other than Boogie B Montrell, or you know, comedian Boogie. Famous comedian, had 108K followers on Instagram. Life taken too short. And he was a funny guy, man. He did this thing called New Orleans hood history, and he was putting people on game. So, you know, in honor of this brother, we are going to listen to just some of the things that he had to say. This video is called New Orleans Top 10 Projects from Worst to Worst. Let's listen.
Top 10 housing project in New Orleans from worst to worst before Katrina. Let's go. Number 10, I'm going to say, is the Iberville, because it was bad back there, but it was safe sometimes.
So this was before Katrina, he's saying.
Gave a lot of passes. Number 9, the Fisher Housing Project, the bully of the West Bank. Don't leave your car back there. Number 8 is the Florida Project. The Ninth Wall wouldn't be the Ninth Wall without the Florida. Number 7, Six Wall Lafitte Project. They held it down through Mardi Gras and all.
And look, he remembers the history of these projects. And if him knowing the history, knowing where he's at, and he still couldn't defeat and avoid these super gremlins on Demon Time, what hope do we regular people have? I mean, this guy knows every hood from top to bottom in New Orleans. From when it started to when it ended. I mean, it's crazy. This brother he had the street knowledge. He had everything, and he was still caught lacking.
Number 6, the Methamphetamine Project. They did their dirt all over uptown. Number 5, the St. Bernard Project. When they tore the St. Thomas down first, they moved them into the St. Bernard. It became the St. Thomas. Extra hard head. Oh yeah, number 4 is the St. Thomas. They got tore down first because they was cutting up too much. Number 3 is the No Limit Cali.
And what he means by cutting up is deleting people. Murders. Homicides.
Project, CP3. CP to them stand for Cap Hill, Card Pulled, or Corporal Punishment. Number 2, the Magnolia Project. I don't know why they call it Magnolia. This place supposed to be the CJP. Ain't no flowers back there except for the ones you was going to be pushing up from playing. Now, the first and worst project in New Orleans was the Ninth Wall Desire. They had the most people. So if you wanted to get beat up by a bunch of people anywhere you go, beef with the Ninth Wall Desire. It's up to
So that's crazy, man. He knew about every single hood in New Orleans. Oh, man. And he just seems like a really good guy. Really funny guy. Dang, man. So, guys, I mean, you can go check out his content. If you're still in New Orleans, even though he passed away, he was deleted. He was caught lacking. He still was putting people on game. And, oh, man, it's sad to see.
I started an OnlyFans, but a nigga named Greg was my OnlyFan. I don't know, this nigga must have thought I was a woman for real, G. I was like, how this nigga thinking this? This nigga don't see these feet? What women he out here watching? Because I was doing knee down, nigga. I wasn't tripping. I'm looking at my knees. This nigga commenting, damn, I sure would like to see them titties. I'm like, this nigga is confused. I started on.
So yeah, you see the brother had a good sense of humor. So this is a recent interview of him that I wanted to show in remembrance of the brother. Man, it's so sad. R.I.P. to comedian Boogie B. Just couldn't escape the wicked streets of New Orleans, filled with these super gremlins. on Demon Time.
Do you want to be remembered? Positivity. The message that I give in any story that I tell is to live happy now. I don't care where you at. I don't care how much you got. I don't care who gonna die. The longer you gonna live, the more you gonna lose. Know that. I went through Katrina. I had 0 clothes left. I had no high school diploma. I had all that shit got washed away. So all the shit that I valued had been taken from me at an early age in my 20s. And that just told me that, like, have fun, man. You do something to make you feel good. I don't care how bad shit get. Life is worth living. And if somebody died that you loved, have a second line parade and let them go on in a happy way. Don't cry, party. Celebrate that you knew that motherfucker. Like, damn, I got a chance to do a podcast with him. I'm so glad I got to meet him. I'm so glad I got to meet my dad. I'm so glad I got to meet my brother. I got to meet a lot of great people in my life, and that's the most important thing about life. I've always felt good. I ain't never felt bad. My daddy told me he had AIDS. I was 12 years old. I ain't feel sad. I was like, damn, Dad, shit. Well, give me a hug. Yep, you out of here, Dad. You up out of this bitch. Everybody, all these cameras, put them on me. I want you to remember Boogie B, goddammit. Look at my face. Whatever you feel, I made you feel something. You ain't gonna never forget me.
Amazing, amazing. Well, Boogie B, thank you.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.